It's been a little while since the last time that I did my stream. Last time we did it, we finished one of the last quests toward the end of the Thieves Guild quest line, but we haven't finished the Thieves Guild quest line because we want to use this some more. The skeleton key given to us by Nocturnal. And we don't want to give that up quite yet, so we're going to just hang on to that and everything. Just to update y'all, I'm actually in grad school, so the reason I haven't streamed in a while is because I had a kind of a busy week with kind of some projects and such. But now I'm over the hill with that, and hopefully I develop them. But I couldn't think of anything else besides getting back to streaming Skyrim. So now that we've got our Thieves Guild armor, the skeleton key, we're ready to go. We're going to do the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Or we're going to start it, at least. So, I honestly don't remember if I did the prerequisite for getting... I like to begin the Dark Brotherhood questline in an odd way. If I go to real Riften, I just take care of the lady at the orphanage first, and then I go to Windhelm and I talk to Adventus Argentino. But I might just do it if I haven't already done that. Let's see. No, okay. I'll just do it the traditional way. So, we don't probably have Windhelm on our map yet, because we haven't really gone anywhere outside of that first major quest line. Now, we're really close, so I think I might just walk. So, it's going to be a nice scenic walk. Back toward Windhelm. I should have my horsey. Should be around here somewhere. He's not. I've also been playing a lot of some other games. I've gotten into Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is basically just a pirates game, which is just absolutely fantastic. I love it. I do not want to deal with a troll. Oh, it's a bear. Oh goodness gracious. Save me. Ha! You stupid oaf. Water will be your undoing. So, I've been playing that, and I've also been playing as everybody else in the world. Oh no, not wolves too! No! Don't kill me. Oh, don't walk off the waterfall. That's not good. Okay, walk off the waterfall. That'd be good. Well, that's the unconventional method for getting away from a bear. But if you're ever near that waterfall and you want to get away from a bear and a pack of wolves, just walk over the edge. Not necessarily recommendable for day-to-day life, but hey, why not? So I'm going to. Oh, the other games I've been playing, yes. Besides Black Flag, I've also been playing a good deal of Fortnite. That's right. Has absolutely nothing in common with an RPG at all. With an expanded open world like this game, RPG and everything, it's just the complete opposite of all that, but I have been playing it nonetheless. It's much more fun when you have friends to play with, and I've been playing with a couple of guys, Rustic and Blue Firework, who is also known as Ghost Stealers on...
Hail, Nightingale. Luck has shined down on me and made me a rich woman. Here is your cup.
Why did it say a rich man in the subtitle, and yet it said... She said rich woman, because she's obviously a woman. This is interesting. So if you're wearing any of the Nightingale armor, these thieves will come up to you and give you stuff. Otherwise, they'll attack you. So if you're not wearing your Nightingale armor, the thieves will attack you. But I guess they think they owe you some sort of like allegiance or whatever. You know what? You know what? I'm not doing this. You can just get right on wreck there, wolf. This nice arid landscape. So now we're about to go into Windhelm as an actual high elf. So that should be pleasant. It's always a little disturbing when you first enter Windhelm because you hear the Nord being quite disrespectful to a dark elf lady. I know all the things wrong with Windhelm and all that kind of stuff, but I just think it's still one of the most beautiful cities in Skyrim. It's so pretty. In a rugged, sort of castle-y, cold way. It's got great defenses. The Palace of Kings is just, you know, huge and massive, but beautiful.
You're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute
And
our
then
city
there's
with your
this.
stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war,
Huh?
because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
These dudes are
Do
just
you
absolutely...
hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
I'm a high elf, but... Okay. No.
You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
It would seem so. Look like those two Nords were giving you trouble. Well, I mean, really? Yeah. Okay.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get
He seems
drunk
like a bit of
and
a
walk around the Great
something or other.
Water, yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning.
What an
Really a
absolute
charmer, that one.
dirtbag. I mean, how can you not find something better to do with this time than running around hurling insults at people? Why would anyone think you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Yeah, actually, they have the Argonians. The Argonians can't even enter the city. They're in a building known as the I think it's the Argonian Square or something like that. Anyway, this
Then
is the
it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough.
His actions are actually not going to lead to ruin, honestly. However, well,
Sweet mother, sweet child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
what an absolutely horrible sacrament.
Finally! My prayers have been answered!
Are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then
Yeah.
he came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
The things are the worst part. I'm sorry, but I'm not who you think I am.
Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract.
Contract? That usually involves money.
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The head mistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind. But she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us.
She is absolutely awful.
So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
So, now that we've talked to our
Sorry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here.
little...
As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
We talked to our little friend here who's done the really awful thing that you have to do to summon the Dark Brotherhood. So now we're going to go back to the orphanage and check out Grell of the Kind and see what all the fuss is about, and if we so deem, do as he has requested. Which is to dispatch Grell of the Kind. Well, that's actually what we're going to do, because you can't progress in the storyline without actually doing that. And she'll make you feel really not bad at all about it. I'm not sure why I'm sneaking. There's nothing that will ever happen to you if you do this. You can do it in front of all the kids. You can do it in secret. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. It's supposed to happen.
Their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Growlithe.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Growlithe. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Oof. She is absolutely horrible. Okay, let's see what I'm going to use here. I'm going to go with the Dagger of Immobilization and the Dagger of Lightning. Sneak. We got that OP sneak boost.
What do you want? Watch it!
Now, if you look on her body, she has the book, The Pig Children. Tells you all you need to know about how she views the kids here. Take coins, more coins, a lockpick or a fork. I can't tell which one it is. It's a fork. Okay. Minor potion of healing. Very meh. Oh. Now, the kids will be like, hooray! She'll freak out. I cannot best you.
Enough! That just did it! Growlithe the Kind is dead at last. We're saved!
Like I said, there's nothing, there are no negative repercussions for starting this quest line like this. So now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go talk to Aventus Arantino to get the quest. Now, once you get the quest, once you get finish the quest with Aventus Arantino, you actually have to wait a period of days, or just a period of time of some kind, and then sleep to get the quest to join the Dark Brotherhood. But that usually takes a couple of days before you sleep it off. So I'm going to do something else after we finish this quest while we're waiting for the courier. You always wait. The courier will bring you a note that says "We know" on it and has the very famous Dark Brotherhood symbol.
Growlithe the Kind. Is she,
She is dead.
Ah, I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me.
Yeah.
Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
No problem, you fascinating little boy. Now he's going to give us a plate that fetches a nice price of 100 gold. I'll drop that right in his face, because that is ridiculous. But he's a kid, what do you expect? Okay, so now you're basically waiting on the courier. So while we're doing that, I'm going to do something quite odd. I'm going to try and use a method to acquire the ancient shrouded armor early. So this is the Dark Brotherhood. This is like the best Dark Brotherhood armor you can get. This is at the very end of the quest line. Now it is possible to obtain this armor early. How is it possible to obtain this armor early? It really doesn't make any sense why you should be able to do this, but you can. The quest, well, there is a quest where you go and you find an ancient assassin with ancient assassin armor toward the end of the quest line as a bonus for doing something well. But it's a location that you can actually go to early, and if you know a couple tricks, you can actually get the armor without having to do... Let's see, I need to find the rituals. Without having to do all of the quest line. But, you know, you might not want to. You might want to save it as a really... Oh, my word. It's a really good reward if you, probably is going to be a necromancer up here too, so I go ahead and grab my... Oh, no, not jewels. A bow. I need a bow. I'm gonna save this. Use it later. Okay, grab that bow. Grab glass arrows. Did I just unequip glass arrows? Re-equip glass arrows. Okay, thought I saw something.
Never should have come here.
Nah. I'm not intending to move this slow. I am moving this slow because it's firing ice spikes. Oh my word. At me. Let's see. A bee. Drought of the Night. Nice. Potion of Destruction. I think we already have that enchantment, so I'm not taking the ropes. Wow, this is loud music. And I'm going to go back up to the ritual stone to actually... Wait. Wait. This is the Atronach stone. Hey. I've done the wrong stone. Oh, it's always nice to have this one. No, this is the ritual stone. Okay. Where's the Atronach? Oh, that's the one in... Okay. I got confused for a minute. The Atronach stone is actually... It's right here. And it's where you want to travel to if you're going to try to farm Creeper Cluster and Giant's Toe and everything to level up your alchemy, which I might do a short video on. So that's what you want to travel to when you're doing alchemy ingredients. But the Ritual Stone is what we need for this second. And this is actually going to be extremely hard what I'm going to try or attempt to do. I may turn the difficulty down just because I want to succeed so that I can actually get the armor. But for now, I'm just going to leave it where it is. Okay, so, and I'm playing on expert, by the way. I'm going to travel to... We need to go through Dragon Bridge, but we haven't gotten there yet. So I'm going to go to the East Empire Company. And then I need to go up to the stable and see if my horse is there.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words.
Okay, my horse is actually at the dock, standing on like a pier here. Okay, so we're like on a pier with my horse. That's fine. All right. We're gonna try to drive this thing a little bit. Let's get smoother, smoother. Watch the bumps. Take the turns. Don't cut the turns. Okay. Now we need to make our way to Dragon's Bridge, or Dragon Bridge. Which will be an important city when we start our... or when we get toward the latter portions of the Dark Brotherhood questline. And you'll see why at that point. We're just going to travel onward to and through Dragon Bridge. We're going to a place called Hag's End, or I think it's Hag's End, yes. And that's all the way past Dragon Bridge. It's on... Oh, let's go this way. It's on the very western portion of the map. I got Mr. Goat. He's the goat. And it's just south of the mountain range that cuts through the northern part of Skyrim. That separates basically the northern cold shore from the Skyrim mainland. There should be a bear and a wolf. 2 wolves. And a bear, yeah. We're gonna go past this bear and try to outrun him. But I just don't have time to deal with the bear. We're also near the entrance to Darkfall Passage, but that's for later. Okay, I'm actually making my game glitch jump. I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna see how far we can go with this though, because I think we might be close to Hag's End, actually. Okay. This is... Oh, okay. Alright, we're just gonna camp out here on the side of a rock. This is gonna hurt my horse more than it's gonna hurt me. Don't die, horsey. Horses in Skyrim are amazing creatures. They have magical properties that allow them to float, actually. This horse has jet-propelled systems, so his propellers are fueled with NOS jet fuel, actually. And he's also indestructible. So, get yourself a horse that can do that. Uh-huh. This is a Forsworn camp, by the way, that I just landed in the middle of. Quite unintentionally. Oh, and Hag's End is actually a Forsworn camp as well. Now, my aim is not to actually fight the Forsworn people in Hag's End, although we might have to take out a couple of them. Oh, we need to be over here. I'm going to throw down a marker just so I know where it is I'm going. We might have to take out a couple of them just because of where we're going, but when you're at a low level, the last thing you want to do is get mixed up in the middle of a Forsworn camp, because those dudes will absolutely mess you up, and I mean but good. I cannot believe I've come here. I've gone so far away from where I need to go. I'm not following my arrow, that's the problem. There's that dude. Riding on his horse. Kind of a jerk. Just gonna head in that direction at all costs. Well, I don't know what it is about the reach, guys, but I always get extremely turned around, and I apologize. Just take it all the way to the river basin. So what you want to do, and this is what I'm going to try to accomplish. When you're oh, it's a drummer thing. When you're inside Hag's End, and I'll show you where you need to be, there will be a door where a lever should be to activate this Dark Brotherhood guy. There it is. Finally. But you won't be able to pull it because obviously you have not completed the Dark Brotherhood questline yet. But worry ye not. Okay, that is giving me vertigo. I'm just gonna do this. I'm pretty sure this is it. Deepwood Redoubt. So now to dismount. I'm just flying blind. I'm actually, like, I didn't even look any of this up. So, if this works, as you can tell from my complete lack of understanding of where to go. I do not like how the fight music persists for so long, so loud.
That's close enough. I'm warning you, back off. Thought I heard something.
Like I said, you might see me just adjust the difficulty in a second here, just for time purposes. A chill run going there, and then perhaps I can paralyze him with this. Oh, he's dead. Okay. My horse is just going to go take care of things for me. What a pal. What a friend. I'm not even going to bother with the rest of them. I'm actually just going to go straight inside. Always wait an hour if you're low on health and you're in a place where you're not being attacked or you're not spotted by enemies. You don't have to use up potions and such. Alright, avoid that trap there. Now there are two Forsworn guards that I will not be able to get past, so I'm going to equip my bow. Got glass arrows equipped. Okay, now the other two are suspicious, so I'm going to give them a second before I start moving.
Someone there?
That eye shut, close, and we're good. Must have been. Watches two of his compadres fall down and then goes, probably was wind. Now they sense me without sensing me. This is the Forsworn sneak detection. It's absolutely incredible. Grab yourself a coin purse. Now the key to that door is on a Forsworn lady inside this little room in here, and I'm going to try not to get on these stupid shock runes because those are ridiculous. And we have disturbed her. And that was really, really ridiculously bad.
Are you prepared to die?
Now we have to use a potion. Goodness, how many health potions does she have? Oh.
Mercy.
Boy, vey, that was difficult. Like I said, you don't really want to come here when you're at too low a level. turn your difficulty down. Oh, she was Briarheart, so no wonder. And turn your Briarheart down. Turn your Briarheart down. No, turn your difficulty down. And still, you might not want to come. I'm pretty highly leveled for this to be this early on. I'm like 31. Usually, at this point, if you've only done one quest line, you're not going to be anywhere like close to 31. I'd leveled up a couple things. So I'm actually going to do that as well. I'm going to adjust my difficulty and go from expert just to novice, just to get this kind of through with a little bit quicker, because I believe there's a hag raven that we have to fight as well. I just do not want to. It's a frost rune, but still. So now we're gonna go through here. We're gonna make our way. Oh, where's the trap? Where is the trap? I think we must have just walked over it. I must have the perk in my sneak where I can walk over traps. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. What? Okay, well that was strange. Regardless, we got it done. Okay, so now get wrecked. Wow.
Still can.
I don't know what to say. That was just completely my bad. Wow. This has probably been one of my worst 5-minute stretches, 10-minute stretches of playthrough ever. But it matters not. Okay, so now this is the hard part. Hag's End is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's this building here where all the stairs lead to and everything. The problem is there are a ton of full swole in between me and Hag's End. I'm going to try to pick a couple off. This guy over here. Perhaps this person when they get over there. But there's still going to be an absolute ton of them. Okay, you're not going to come over here? Fine. See if I care. Oh, I hit the brick. I hit the brick. Yes, I know I'm doing this on novice difficulty. But that doesn't make the kill cams any less awesome. Or the kill shots. And this guy's a Briarheart, so he needs to go. Walk through them. See if I care. Actually, that's a gal. Do a little barrel roll. Yeah, that guy's a Briarheart. Who knows? Okay. No, we still haven't taken all of them out yet, but... Where is he? Oh, there he is.
The Forsworn will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
What is your problem, dude? You're not even in the Reach. Well, you are, but still. So, I'm going to take this moment to opine on the lore behind the Reachmen or the Forsworn. So, the Forsworn are natives to the Reach, this area. The Reach is the area inside this big west of the river here, where Markarth is, where this is, Hag's End, a lot of different structures, very mountainous region. It's what I think it's actually technically the place where Skyhaven Temple rests, even though Skyhaven Temple rests inside the river. So the Reach is a fascinating and yet very dangerous place because it's also home to a lot of very aggressive wildlife and these guys. So these guys are fairly typical in the way they conduct themselves as far as, you know, bandits and other things in this game. But the way they're... Wait, what? Oh, there you are. But the way they're atypical is that unlike just common bandits, who are pretty easy to dispatch, these guys are extremely tough fighters. They're... Wow, what a miss. They're well trained. They have incredibly high sneak detection, especially the Briarhearts. You can actually kill a Briarheart by pickpocketing the briar from him, but they're almost impossible to sneak up on. So, what makes them so aggressive? Well, the lore goes, it dates back to the time of Red Eagle. And I can't remember exactly when this is, so I'll have to get a verification on the time stamp. But Red Eagle was the leader of the Reachmen. He was a fierce general and a great warrior. And he was born during a red sun and an eagle soared above him. This is a Briarheart, by the way.
Come and face the Forsworn.
So you see how they have... Oh, Black Soul Gems. Did you see how they... Actually, I'll tell you about the Black Soul Gem. That's also very significant. They have these Briar Hearts. That's actually in place of their actual hearts. So, oh, he has an Ebony War Axe and a Glass Axe of Fire. Oh! So, the Reachmen under Red Eagle's leadership began to take back control of different areas of the Reach until they were ultimately betrayed by some of the leaders of the Reachmen because they were afraid that they were going to lose their place, and you know they wanted to see at the table. They were playing politics. So they gave up Red Eagle's location and kind of turned his back on them. So Red Eagle fled with those loyal to him into the wilderness. And so that's when they were the Forsworn. One night, as the armies of the Reach were closing in around Red Eagle and his Forsworn, a Hagraven came to their encampment. And the Hagraven offered to give them immense strength and fiercely aggressive attitudes or dispositions to give them an edge over the Reach for coming to them. And Red Eagle accepted this gift. But in order to do this, the Hagraven had to sacrifice Red Eagle, and whoever wanted to become an actual Forsworn Briarheart, she sacrificed their hearts and replaced them with Briarhearts. and it required trapping their actual soul in a soul gem. So the Reachmen are actually extremely. They're the Forsworn Briarhearts are some of the most dangerous. I love how you can hear these guys humming. And see, these are hags. They're not hag ravens yet. They're hags. That is a hag raven.
What was that?
And when you hit her with an arrow, she's just going to disappear. Hag ravens are messed up. Okay, so we're almost to the point where this is actually all about to make sense as far as being part of the Dark Brotherhood questline. We're going to go in here, up these stairs, to the right. I'm going to pick that even though I know it's going to start shooting things at me. And now I'm going to go up into this room. Hit this hag raven. She'll disappear. These hags will start running about. Now, here's the real kicker. Where is what enemy is there? Okay, so if you come here after you've gotten to the appropriate parts of the Dark Brotherhood questline.
Huh?
Okay. If you come here after you've done all that, then you'll come over to this chair and this wall, and there will be a chain rope. But there is no chain rope because we haven't gotten there in the Dark Brotherhood questline. On the other side of this wall is the ancient Dark Brotherhood warrior and his ancient Dark Brotherhood armor. Now, the way to do this, to get this to work, is quite tricky. So I'm going to quick save here. But what you want to do, we're going to go into our inventory here of magics and powers, and we're going to activate the ritual stone that we got. Okay. Once we activate it, we're going to sprint as quickly as we can out of this place, so that we land on the other side of the door. And at the same time we get on the other side of the door, he should be there with us, because we're actually reanimating the ghost on the other side of this door. And when he's outside, all we have to do is attack him or one hit kill him because he's a ghost, and then we can pickpocket his or take his shrouded armor. So here we go. Quick save number 1. Whoops. Wrong way. We're gonna see if this works. I went the wrong way. There it is. And this is our friend, the Dark Armor Assassin. So now we just need to one hit kill him, and then take his shrouded armor and his gold, and then get rid of all the other. Go away, please. Okay, so now that we've got our army of necromancers, we can go ahead and put the armor on and see what the armor entails. So now, this armor has an increased poison resistance up to 100%, which is better than the Dark Brotherhood armor of normal. Wearer is muffled and moves silently. The Shrouded Cow does 35% more damage when shooting a bow, and then double sneak damage. Now, we are wearing improved Nightingale armor that we get through mods. But if we didn't have that, I need to get rid of some of this stuff. But if we didn't have that, this would actually be as good as you can do. Like the best you can do. Bows do 20% more damage. So actually, the Dark Brotherhood Ancient Shrouded Armor is statistically better than this improved Nightingale armor. In fact, the original Nightingale armor does not have a bow enchantment on the hood at all, which does not make one lick of sense to me. So we're going to actually equip the Shrouded Cowl. I don't think I need to equip the Nightingale boots. The Dark Brotherhood boots. Where it was muffled, moves silently, and we have a carrying capacity on the Nightingale boots. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then double backstab, one-handed. Let's see what the enchantment is here. Lockpicking, one-handed attacks 20% more damage. So I'm going to get the double backstab perk, but you can kind of interchangeably use these. So now we kind of have a mix and match going on here. We'll go take a look. So I've got my high elf with the Shrouded Cowl, the Nightingale armor, and then the dark. You've got to stop. You know what? Okay. Now that we've gotten those taken care of, now we can go begin the actual Dark Brotherhood questline, which means that we're going to go sleep somewhere. So when in doubt, go rent a room in a pretty populated city. And I'm going to go to Windhelm just because it seems appropriate, but you can pretty much go to anywhere where there's an actual bedroll. You can go sleep on a bedroll in a dwarven ruin for all you care. The Dark Brotherhood will still find you, but you have to run to a courier first. So that's what I've got to do. I've just got to travel around to a bunch of cities and hope to run into the courier.
I've been looking for you.
There he is.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Let's see here.
Yeah, got this note.
From who?
Don't know. Creepy fella, black robe, couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Now, if you do the quest line, if you do start this way, you're passing up a fascinating encounter with Cicero before the Dark Brotherhood quest line begins out at Slaverius Farm, just north of Whiterun. But I'm going to leave that up to you to watch or to look at or to play through because I've already gotten this far. I'm just going to go ahead and start the quest line. But it's a fascinating way to kind of be introduced to Cicero's character, and I'll just leave it up to you to play through. If you want to give it away, it's kind of funny, interesting, as all of Cicero's things are. So. Mysterious note. We're going to read this. We know. Black Hand. That's it. So, like, oh, okay, whatever, you know, trying to scare me. So, I'm going to go sleep. And this will prompt you to be...
I'm a sailor on the North Wind.
This
We're
here's
laying over in
Candleheart.
Windhelm for a while.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right
Please
this
do.
way.
This is going to prompt the Dark Brotherhood to kidnap you in your sleep. They're all about creepy.
It's good.
And
to
then
spend
that'll
some
be
time
the
in
intro
solitude.
mission.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay. And I'm going to sleep for 1 hour.
Sleep well?
What? Where am I? Who are you?
Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod,
You know about that?
Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight... problem.
A problem?
You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me, and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
You want me to murder someone else. Now, the interesting thing about the beginning to this quest line is that it introduces you to Astrid in the perfect way by her basically commanding you to break one of the tenets of the Dark Brotherhood. So the Dark Brotherhood has rules. You don't just go around killing people.
There's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't
bad or have it coming or whatever.
But
you don't kill innocent people, which is exactly what you do to start out this quest line, because Astrid is a terrible leader for this group.
Make your choice.
We'll expand on that later.
I just want to observe and admire.
Remain silent.
Am I to take? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away. Ah, the feisty good wife. Indeed. For you, I would like to in the southwest when questioned. I'll see you at home.
Okay, so now that we've begun this quest line, there's a couple things you need to know about Astrid. So as I said, she, hold on real quick. I'm gonna go with health. She is in charge of the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim in name only. She, is the leader of the Dark Brotherhood for lack of there being a true leader of the Dark Brotherhood. Now, the Dark Brotherhood is nothing compared to what it was when it was back in Cyrodiil. When Lucien Lachance was the leader and he was giving you actual missions directly from Sithis and all that. But, and of course that quest line is just absolute gold too. But you're going to find out as you go through the quest line for this Dark Brotherhood that she's actually just running kind of a group of misfits and people that she's pulled off the who are just good at one thing, you know, doing what Dark Brotherhood people do. So
I can take you to any of
she
the
uses them to advance kind of her own agendas, but does not adhere to the tenets of the Dark Brotherhood, as we'll see.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
So you join her company, and you find out about, and you kind of start playing along in her little family, and then in comes Cicero, who is absolutely bonkers, but is completely loyal to the Night Mother and the Sithis.
Did you see a dog out there?
No. Some wolves, but no dogs.
Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
This is about the orphanage, probably.
Let's see here. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
So, the new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften wants you to come adopt a kid, and with the Hearthfire DLC, which we have, that is certainly possible. So you have to have a house and a place with child's quarters in it, but if you do, good on you. Now, this is extremely creepy at night, so, but we're going to just walk into kind of the middle of the forest here, into this little ravine, little ditch. Down here, you come to this really black pool here, and then turn left.
What is the music of life?
You know, classic rock, jazz. Oh, silence. Thank you. Now I'm going to skip most of Astra's dialogue just because I just don't like it that much. Astra annoys me, to be honest.
Ah, at last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, this, as you can see, is our but you must soon. Ah, but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors.
Again. Do the part where he tries to buy you some cash.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit about you.
Ah, Nazir, everybody's favorite Dark Brotherhood member, besides Cicero. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Save the niceties for now. I have no intention of getting invested in someone who may be dead tomorrow. If you're still breathing in a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the best of friends.
I am basically Shore or Akatosh, so you can just back on off, bud. I'm not dying tomorrow. Unless, you know, I die tomorrow.
Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure.
So, that sounds simple enough.
It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you.
So, I'm going to go ahead and get the contract all at once.
But your targets are the beggar. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more.
We're going after some quite literally defenseless people here. A beggar, a bandit, I think. Not really the most terrifying of folks. So the first one will be in Dawnstar. Now, the backstory here is that this lady and her husband own two different mines. She owns one, he owns the other. And they're in absolutely fierce competition with one another. Now, it doesn't appear that like they've actually divorced or split up, but they don't go to the same places to sleep at night, and they're in extremely fierce competition.
Sorry,
so
gotta run.
Leaves, you know, a little bit of gray area there. But anyway, they don't like each other at all, and so he's basically hired us through the Black Sacrament to, you know, eliminate the competition, so to speak. Now this is going to be quite interesting because we're very visible out here, so let's see. I believe, friends, that was the wrong button. The guard immediately draws his sword, but doesn't notice me. Okay, so I have yep. I have eluded the authorities on that one. So now we're gonna go to this little bandit camp here and take care of this bandit. We're going to run up the hill here. Now, this is actually one of the two methods that you, or one of the two paths that you can choose when you're doing Dark Brotherhood related stuff. So if you get the Shrouded Armor, you might be thinking, well, there's not really a huge need for me to do the rest of the storyline. In that case, you can actually turn the tables, and when you're kidnapped by Astrid, you can instead just start attacking the Dark Brotherhood people. Finally, we need to go to the city that we should have been to anyway. We're just south of the throat of the world. We're going to have to get there eventually. So I'm just going to head to the Riften Stables and grab my horse. Now, I will say this. The Dark Brotherhood is one of the best guilds to join if you just really need to get paid. Thieves Guild is also awesome. And we would be doing the Thieves Guild quests. Actually, I might switch it up here in just a second and do some of those because I forgot we haven't gotten our Thieves Guild barrels yet. The Thieves Guild actually gives you barrels in each city depending on how notable the Thieves Guild is in that city. Huh. Well, what do you know? Totally forgot about that. So you have to do notoriety quests for the Thieves Guild. That means that you have to do 5 quests of any kind in each hold, major hold, we're not talking Morthal and Dawnstar, in order to bring the Thieves Guild back. Because if you remember when you first joined the Thieves Guild, you notice how everything's really kind of going poorly for the Thieves Guild. Brynjolf is like, we haven't had much success lately. I'm glad our plan went off without a hitch. Blah, blah, blah. Well, the reason for that is obviously because Mercer stole the skeleton key from Nocturnal's. Those are saber cats there, friends. Because Mercer stole the skeleton key from Nocturnal's Hell, or her Nordic ruin or whatever. So, up here, you know, it just seems to me like the Reach is so full, the Rift is so full of bears. It's got a lot of honey too, so. Once you finish the Thieves Guild questline, or actually, you can do it while you're doing the Thieves Guild questline, you have the opportunity to start restoring the Thieves Guild to its former glory, which means that you have to do 5 quests from either Delvin or Vexen, 5 of each quest, or 5 quests from either one of them within the holds. once you've done 5 quests, you get a notoriety quest, which allows you to then upgrade the Ragged Flagon and the Cistern and improve the overall Thieves Guild.
Have you decided if I can...
Oh, Nirnroot. Ew. I love the music for this city. Okay, so we're gonna first go back to Nazir. Give him, or tell him that the contracts have been completed and collect our bounty, our reward.
The Night Mother is mother to all. It is her voice we follow, her will. Would you dare risk disobedience? And
Cicero.
Punishment?
Keep talking, little man, and we'll see who gets punished.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog. The man has had a long journey. You can at least be civil. Mr. Cicero, I, for one, am delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived. Your presence here signals a welcome return to tradition.
Oh, what a kind and wise wizard you are, sure to earn Our Lady's favor.
You and the Night Mother are of course welcome here, Cicero.
Of course.
And you will be afforded the respect deserving of your position as keeper.
Of course.
Understood, husband?
Her. Oh, yes, yes, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What a fool.
But make no mistake. I am the leader of this sanctuary. My word is law. Are we clear on that point?
Oh, yes, mistress. Perfectly. You're the boss.
Mm-hmm. And there we have a conflict.
There you are. Good. I was done speaking with that muttering fool anyway. We've got some business to discuss.
Do you have a contract for me?
I do indeed. You must go
so
to
she's going to give me a contract for a girl named Murray.
Just since
who
it's your first
resides
contract,
in...
I'll let you keep whatever Murray pays.
Thanks.
Should be generous, I'm sure.
So she's going to give us a contract for somebody in Markarth named Muri. who we'll do after a bit. Now, if you ever want differently shaped shrouded armor, like shrouded armor that doesn't have the mask or the shrouded hood or, you know, the wizard robes or whatever, you can just pick them off of this table. I'm good with the ancient shrouded armor we have, so I'm just going to stick with that. It's also a good idea to take a look around inside the facility, especially to get your hands on this unusual gem, which is part of the Stones of Baron Zaya quest, which obviously requires you to collect 20-something, I think it's 24, 26, unusual gems, and then take them to Vexen for, you know, something, which we'll discuss later. So, for my next episode, I think I might actually go and start doing the Thieves Guild quests that give you notoriety. But the dynamics of the Dark Brotherhood quests are fascinating. Just if you like kind of the politics of everything. Astrid is, you know, very adamant about it being her Dark Brotherhood and her family, and we do things her way, blah, blah, blah. But that is not how the Dark Brotherhood is supposed to operate. She does things for money and greed, and the Dark Brotherhood is not supposed to operate that way. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens to her and to the Dark Brotherhood. But this is going to be where I end off. It's try to keep these videos about an hour long every time. So anyway, next time we'll either continue this storyline or we'll do some more Thieves Guild stuff, and then we'll try to transition into doing other things besides just these two quest lines. I like them because they're both thief skill quest lines, but they also do get kind of repetitive if you're doing the same stuff over and over again. So we'll mix in maybe the College of Winterhold or, you know, something else, the Champions. So anyway, thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, and I'm just, you know, like I've said many times, I'm just doing this for fun. But, you know, I hope that people enjoy this. Please make sure you like the video. Comment on something that you liked about the video, something that you'd like to see in the videos later. Subscribe to my channel just so you can be alerted when I start a new video and all that kind of stuff. But thank you for coming out, guys, and thanks for watching.